Stop what you are doing right now. Think about the last time you said, "I need to stop spending so much money." How many times have you said that? 10 times? 20 times? Maybe hundreds of times? And yet, here you are, still spending, still broke at the end of the month, still wondering where all the money went. And the worst part? You are not weak. You are not stupid. You are not undisciplined. Your brain is working exactly as it was designed, by people who spent billions of dollars, making sure you cannot stop. Here is something that will change how you see every purchase you ever make. In 2001, neuroscientist Red Montague ran a study at Baylor College of Medicine. He put people inside brain scanners, and he showed them products. Something extraordinary happened. The moment a person saw something they wanted to buy, their brain lit up. Not in the decision-making region, not in the rational thinking region, in the dopamine reward region, the exact same region that fires. When a drug addict sees cocaine, the exact same region that fires. When a gambler sees a slot machine, shopping is not a choice. Shopping is a chemical addiction, and just like any addiction, the more you feed it, the more it needs. But here is where it gets darker, much darker. In 2008, a team of researchers at Stanford discovered something that the retail industry had already known for decades. Anticipation of a purchase produces more dopamine than the purchase itself. Read that again. The excitement of thinking about buying something feels better than actually buying it. This is why you can spend 3 hours browsing Amazon, adding things to your cart, and feel genuinely happy, even if you never check out. Your brain already got the reward. The dopamine already fired. And now it wants more. So you open another tab, browse another store, add more things to more carts. An endless loop of artificial happiness that costs you thousands of dollars per year. Now, let me show you the 5 specific traps designed to exploit this addiction. Trap number 1. The sale trap. Your brain does not evaluate price. Your brain evaluates savings. When you see something marked down from $100 to $60, your brain does not register $60 spent. It registers $40 saved. You feel like you won something, like you beat the system. Retailers know this. This is why sales never end. There is always a sale, because a sale does not move product. A sale triggers the reward system, and a triggered reward system buys things it never needed. Trap number 2. The identity trap. In 2015, researchers at Harvard discovered that spending money on products that reflect your identity activates the same brain regions as seeing a photo of someone you love. Your brain treats identity purchases as emotional necessities, not luxuries. This is why you feel genuinely upset when you cannot afford something that represents who you want to be. The gym membership you never use. The books you never read. The expensive clothes you bought for the person you plan to become. You were not buying products. You were buying an identity. And the retail industry spent billions making sure their products feel like your identity. Trap number 3. The social comparison trap. In 1954, psychologist Leon Festinger published his social comparison theory. The idea that human beings compulsively measure themselves against others. Before social media, this happened occasionally. At family gatherings, at work, among neighbors. Now it happens 300 times per day. Every scroll through Instagram is a comparison. Every TikTok is a comparison. Every Facebook post is a comparison. And every comparison that makes you feel behind triggers a spending impulse. A new outfit, a new gadget, a new car. Not because you need it, but because your ancient social brain is desperately trying to keep up with people who are also desperately trying to keep up. Nobody is actually ahead. Everyone is just spending. Trap number 4, the convenience trap. In 2019, Amazon reported that one-click buying increased their revenue by an estimated $5 billion per year. $5 billion from removing one single step, one click instead of 2, because every additional step between desire and purchase gives your rational brain time to wake up and say, wait, do I actually need this? This is why every app saves your payment information. This is why Instagram has a buy button inside photos now. This is why grocery stores put candy at the checkout. Every moment of friction removed is another purchase your rational brain never got to review. Trap number 5, the reward loop trap. Starbucks, Sephora, Amazon Prime. Every major retailer now has a rewards program, and they all work the same way. They make spending feel like earning. You do not feel like you spent $20 at Starbucks. You feel like you earned 40 points toward a free drink. Behavioral psychologists call this a variable reward schedule. The same psychological mechanism used in slot machines, in social media notifications, in video games. Your brain never knows exactly when the reward is coming, and that uncertainty keeps it coming back. Compulsively, endlessly. Now here is what this cost you. The average American household spends over $1,000 per month on non-essential purchases, $12,000 per year. If instead you invested that $12,000 every year at a modest 7% annual return, in 30 years you would have $1.2 million. $1.2 million. Gone. Not because you are bad with money, but because 5 sophisticated psychological traps were specifically engineered to make sure you never stop to think about it. So how do you escape? The answer is not willpower. Willpower runs out. The answer is friction. Friction fix number 1. Delete every saved payment method from every website and app. Every single one. Force yourself to physically enter your card details for every purchase. That 30-second inconvenience is enough time for your rational brain to ask, do I actually need this right now? Research shows this single change reduces impulse purchases by up to 30%. Friction fix number 2. Implement the 48-hour rule. Any non-essential purchase over $50 must wait 48 hours before you buy it. Not because you cannot buy it, because dopamine peaks at anticipation and crashes fast. Most things you desperately want today, you will not even think about in 48 hours. Friction fix number 3. Unfollow every account that makes you feel behind. Not because social media is evil, because your brain cannot tell the difference between a real social comparison and a curated highlight reel designed to trigger spending. Every unfollow is a spending impulse that never gets triggered. Your spending is not a character flaw. It is a programmed response, programmed by billion-dollar companies, using Nobel Prize-winning psychology against a brain that evolved 40,000 years ago and never saw a sale notification coming. But now you know how it works and what you understand. You can control. Now tell me in the comments, which of these 5 traps hits you the hardest? I read every single comment. And if this video made you see your spending differently, share it with one person right now. Because someone you know is losing $12,000 a year to traps they do not even know exist. Hit subscribe and the bell, because next week we are exposing something that goes even deeper. The psychology behind why you will defend the system that is taking your money. Even after watching this video, this is PsychoWealth, and this is just the beginning.